Narok hoye! Endasubabogi! Meisisi olaitoriani! Narok hamjambo! Hebu mnisalimie hewani hivi watu wa Narok nione. Asanteni sana, tunaweza kuketi chini. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today marks yet another consequential moment in the economic transformation of our republic. We gather here in Emurtoto village, Narok County, not only to break ground for the construction of a railway, but also to complete a national vision, a vision to connect Kenya more efficiently, to lower the cost of doing business, and to firmly position our country at the center of trade in the Great Lakes region and across the continent of Africa. For more than a century, beginning in the 1890s, our railway system, starting with the standard gauge line, meter gauge line, has shaped the structure of our economy and that of our region. In 2014, together with my brother and friend, the fourth President of the Republic of Kenya, the Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, we took a bold and historic step to modernize that legacy by building the standard gauge railway from Mombasa to Nairobi and later extending it to this very place. That decision is delivering results. Today, SGR's freight operations generate more than 1.3 billion shillings every month. Passenger revenue has grown by about 40%, surpassing the 4 billion shilling mark annually. In December 2025 alone, passenger revenues reached 602 million Kenya shillings. These numbers are clear evidence of a modern railway that is working and delivering for our economy. From the outset, however, we were clear that for the SGR to unlock its full potential and economic value, it would have to extend beyond Narok, beyond this very place. A railway that terminates at Narok is, by definition, incomplete. This is because it does not reach the major production zones of Western Kenya. It does not connect with the lake transport ecosystem in Kisumu, and it does not capture the full volume of outbound freight that sustain modern rail economy in the East African region. At the same time, demand for efficient transport is rising rapidly. Transport cargo from the port of Mombasa reached 7.37 million tons in just 6 months of 2025, with nearly 70% of that cargo destined for Uganda. Yet today, cargo still takes up to 80 hours from Mombasa to Malaba and over 100 hours to Kampala. A slow transport corridor, ladies and gentlemen, inevitably loses business and weakens our competitiveness as a nation. It is this gap that makes the 262.3 kilometer Narok-Kisumu section, Phase 2B, of our SGR network not just an extension, but a strategic economic intervention. This stretch of the railway line will connect our industrial corridor in Nairobi to the agricultural heartland of Narok, Bomet, Nyamira, Kericho, and Busia counties, and ultimately the commercial gateway of Kisumu County. This corridor holds immense economic potential, Western Kenya produces tea, maize, sugar, and rice, and supports a vibrant fishing sector in the Lake Victoria region, and also supplies critical inputs of agro-processing and industrialization. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a sound economic logic that underpins this project. First, it lowers the cost of transport across our economy. Every reduction in logistics costs translates into lower food prices, more affordable construction, and greater industrial competitiveness. Second, it will increase freight volumes and economic activity. By linking production zones directly to the railway network, we transform the SGR into a two-way economic system, moving not only imports inland, but also exports outward. That is how the railway secures its full economic value. Third, it will create jobs and enterprise opportunities during construction through logistics hubs and across agriculture, trade, and manufacturing. Fourth, it will decongest our roads. Each freight train removes hundreds of trucks from our highways, reducing accidents, lowering maintenance costs, and saving lives. Finally, it will position Kisumu and Kenya as a major logistics hub with rail, road, and lake transport integrated. Kisumu will become a center of distribution and trade, serving not only Kenya, but also the wider East African region. Ladies and gentlemen, we are fully conscious that this is a major investment. This project will require significant resources, running into billions of shillings, at a time when we are managing our debt prudently and consolidating our fiscal position. Let me confirm to the people of Kenya that we have thought through this project. We have thought through its financing. That is why this railway will be built for performance. It will be freight-driven. It will be phased and demand-driven. It will leverage innovative financing mechanisms, and it will be integrated with logistics hubs and multimodal transport systems. Ultimately, this project is about the future of trade in the Great Lakes region, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, which will depend on efficient access to the sea. Today, Kenya serves as their primary gateway, but that position is neither permanent nor guaranteed. It must therefore be secured and strengthened. By extending this railway to Kisumu and ultimately to Malaba, we are consolidating Kenya's role as the logistics backbone of East and Central Africa. That is why in Kisumu on Saturday, we will break ground on the 107 SGR Phase 2C section, linking the port city of Kisumu to the border town of Malaba through Busia in Busia County. When complete, this will establish a continuous artery of nearly 1,000 kilometers from Mombasa to Malaba, a corridor that will not only move goods, move people, but also secure Kenya's place at the center of Africa's continental trade. Ladies and gentlemen, this is, I repeat, a very consequential moment in the transport and logistics of our republic. I have said, I remember, like it was yesterday in 2014, when we began this journey of the SGR. It was as difficult then as it was along the way. But today we are proud of the progress and success that the SGR has begun. I remember very well the court cases. I remember very well the difficult decisions that we had to make at that time. I remember very well the challenges that were there. But today we celebrate the success of the SGR. I have no doubt in my mind that the decisions we make today will shape the destiny and future of our nation tomorrow. I want to thank the people of Narok County for being patient. I know it had been said by not Kenyans. Let me correct. I think somebody said many Kenyans. No, it was the naysayers who said it is a railway to nowhere. We are just confirming to them that we had a plan. It was never a road to nowhere. We were reorganizing ourselves. I am very proud today that in the last 3 years, we have consolidated and stabilized our economy, allowing us to now undertake these major infrastructure projects alongside all the other transformational projects that are going on in the Republic of Kenya. Our economy today is on sound footing. We have brought down inflation. We have brought down exchange rates. We have brought down interest rates. We have elevated and enhanced our foreign exchange reserves to the highest ever in the Republic of Kenya. Our credit rating is now better than it was 3 years ago. Because of a sound economy, that is why we can now undertake this most consequential infrastructure development of this railway and all the other transport and logistics infrastructure in the Republic of Kenya. As I talk to you today, we have 6,000 kilometers of tarmac going on in different parts of the Republic of Kenya. In the last 2 years, we have spent close to 200 billion shillings to make sure that all contractors that had left site 3-4 years ago are back to site. We have made sure that our education system is properly and efficiently funded. Today, we have more teachers hired, more classrooms built, and a functioning student-centered financing model for our universities and colleges. And today, our agriculture is also flourishing. Our tea farmers are earning more. Our coffee farmers are earning more. Our sugarcane farmers are earning more. Our milk farmers are doing well. Our wheat farmers as well. Because we have undertaken consequential transformation in our agricultural sector. As has been said by speakers here, we have also transformed our health delivery system. Today, health is no longer a preserve of those who can afford, or those who have jobs, or those who have payslips. Today, we have made health what the framers of the Constitution wanted it to be. Health to be a right for every citizen of the Republic of Kenya. And that is why universal health coverage is underway in every part of the Republic of Kenya. And today, many citizens registered, 30 million of them under SHA, so that we can properly fund, we can properly deliver health to the citizens of our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we not only have a solid, demonstrable track record of the last 3 years, we have a clear, progressive plan for the future of our nation. And I want to thank partners, friends, our houses in Parliament for